Okay, today we have an INTP and we have an INFJ, and I wanted to talk about, or not even talk about, I just kind of want to discuss similarities and differences and things concerning us. So here we go. I think both types are pretty introverted for the most part, and I think the difference is that INFJs can be more socially talkative and more so than INTPs, and I think sometimes an INTP might not really connect with the social part of the INFJ, how they're just nice to things.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I would say I am, in general, the more talkative of the two of us. When we're just us talking, the conversation's about equal. Um, but yeah, we're both super quiet around each other at first. um, but then as soon as we hung out alone for the first time, we talked a lot, and I think that's because two introverts getting together, it's really slow to get them to a comfortable point, but then a lot of times there are lots of deep thoughts in there to discuss, which can just come out when you're with another person who cares, and probably another introvert.
Yeah, for me, I think two introverts talking to each other is kind of like having a hermit living beside another hermit, but they don't know the other person exists. So because they don't venture outside of their house. That's why I think it's a lot of times it's easier for extroverts to find introverts, or that might be why introverts think that there's no one else is introverted because all they see is extroverts trying to talk to them. So I don't know. But yeah, and I also notice how just talking about ideas, I will go from one thing to one thing and I kind of bounce everywhere. She is very methodical in her approach, and it's very we go to talk about this, and this, and this, and like
It's linear.
yeah, when she talks to me about something that happened in her day, it's just from here to here. And when I talk about things, I'm like, this is the main thing that what happened over here, and this is the main thing that happened over here, and this is what it means all together. That's how I talk.
Yeah, I think if we were to organize our thoughts, mine would be like a typical timeline, and his would be like the bubble organizer, if you did those in school. So it's like, these little things are connected to this big point, and they're just all over the place, and he can hold it in his head, and I can't. If I tried to talk like that, I'd be like, oh yeah, blah, 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 and then what was I talking about? So it's really disjointed, but it works for him. So.
Yeah, because sometimes I can get bored with like inane details. Like I don't have to know every single thing that ever happened between now and a certain point. But like some people might think that's important. So they might be like, oh, there might have been a little detail that I missed out that should be very important that you don't want to miss. But for me, it's like, what's the main thing? Like, how can I sum this situation up to kind of get the most out of it?
Yeah, my mom, like, this isn't part of this, but my mom's an ENFJ. She's all about all the details when she's talking. What's that face?
ENFJ.
Yeah. And so I don't know if it's because like I'm INFJ, I'm similar, or it's because she's my mom and that's the style of conversation that I've been exposed to. But I feel like sometimes I'll be giving details and he'll just be like, yeah, get to the point. Like, not in a rude way, but just,
Yeah.
this, I don't need to know this.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, when I do talk a lot, it's more just when someone talks about a certain topic, then I get interested. And then a lot of times I will be like, this is something that's really interesting, you should know, and I'll like tell her. But sometimes I don't think she's paying attention.
I pay attention.
I don't know, yeah.
I'm just like, I'm too dumb for this political discussion. Like, what you're saying is cool. I have nothing to contribute, though.